So this is how it works like the best. See. Because when I try to do dual output, it doesn't work. That is really interesting, gotta say that. That is really interesting. So we always had a dual output, so we could do stuff normally. But it seems like we are doing then YouTube content only. Okay, I don't have a problem with that. Okay, we are still at the very beginning, so don't worry, you didn't miss anything at all.
ここどこ急いで咲子のとこに戻らないと
It's gonna be YouTube only then. I tried my best, but dual output does not work. So I cannot do Twitch and YouTube simultaneously, so we will do it full mode then. Fine for me. So why did we go up here now? Must be some... Ah, okay, I see. Could that be...
誰シュウ
We'll check everything out very nicely and good. Are we through here?
シュウリンコ
Hmm? Huh? Or something? Nope, nope, nope. Investigation almost everywhere. Aha! There comes something. Oh! Whoosh! Our very first enemy! Oh! Oh. And you should be what? Let's get the tutorial in. Use B. You dodge just before an enemy attacks line, you will perform a perfect dodge and recover your stamina.
来るな
Okay, that did not work as intended. You will not be able to free yourself from an enemy's grasp to successfully grab you. When grabbed by an enemy, your health and sanity will drop significantly. Be sure to stay aware of your surroundings. If you have chosen story as a difficult level, being grabbed by enemies will not cost your current max. Oh, but well, I play in hard. Do we need another one? Okay. So, this means we just run because we have no weapon. We need something! Help me! Okay, we can escape the combat when we get out of sight. Okay. Gone? Gone. But it's still lurking. Okay, dodging is interesting. No. Radio? Wrong? A jelly like dessert filled with red bean paste. Bite-sized gelato. Okay. Anything else here? The only thing. Let's move on. Uh-huh. Here? Rat capsule. Ooh, lovely. Local doctors note there are cases where patients see an improvement in their symptoms not by taking medicine, rather by simply talking to a doctor. The cause of this phenomenon lies undeniable in the trust fostered between practitioner and patient. Conclusively, the pharmacists who have been trusted since ancient times perhaps could be said to contain a similar power to that of the local god here. Oh, Jesus. Even among the younger generations of this town, there are many who believe praying the Oinari sun will soothe pain and speed up the healing process. One's fortitude of faith is thought to have direct relation to potency. There are even some town elders who claim to have had broken bones miraculously mended after praying to Oinari sun. Can we go up there? Did it see us? Badly not. What do we do? Gone? Good? Does it hear us? Patrols! You son of a gun. Can't be everything here. But it is actually everything here. Any kind of weapon would be good now. It did not see us yet? Aha, we can go up. We will do that. Oh shit. Go, 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 go. Oh, another one. Oh, come on. Break me. These things are everywhere. What in the frick's name? Could go in here.
どなたか
Investigate the house. Here it is. Boxes. Search them. Nothing. Let's move. I don't want to go in there yet. Click this one out. It's stuck, of course. Hold on. Ah, blood, of course. In here. Oh, wait. Uh-huh. You can. Oh, shit. Maximize. Ah. Mask. Give me that key. Bloody key. A key with unknown bloodstain. Not sure what it unlocks. Okay. Red capsules. Take any kind of healing. Can. Don't forget. We're playing on hard mode. Meh. Let me go up. I'm going back in there. Backdoor key. Can we go there? We can. Oh, lovely. Let's see what we can find here. These things are nasty. But we also have the backdoor key. Could use that. Where's that thing? On the stairs? Nope. Oh, that was a perfect dodge. Is that the right key? Please. It is. So we have two paths now. We could go up or down. But there is a ladder, so we can come back here. Unlike the other one. Umamori. Well, when using a restorative item, you will not be interrupted by normal attack. Ooh. Equipment. Collectibles. Capsule case. Okay. Equipment. Ah, there we go. Memory. Go. We equipped our first memory. Cool. So this was a little helper for the beginning. Cool. Now we can go out. Right, let's lure the enemy down here. Hoppa! Come in. You stuck? And we're gone. Perfect. Oh, that would be also a ladder. Now we need to get back to the general store while avoiding the monster.
ここはまずい。シュウたち無事だといいけど。
God, that's gonna be a long way back. Oh, shizzly whizzle. Okay. Oh, yeah. Of course. Of course. Behind us? Nope. Only in front of us. At least they're not quite fast, which is good. Wait, did you... You are one cheeky little thing. Antique comb. A small hairbrush specifically made to be used in religious ceremonies. Type of offering builds a great deal of faith and shrine. Some offerings not only recover health and sanity, but can also be exchanged for faith and... Okay. Use faith at the Hokoro to fully restore your sanity. If you have chosen story... Yeah, okay. Use faith you have received at the Hokoro to obtain Omamori. Oh. Ah. Okay, I see. So this is where we use the comb? Yes? That is an interesting... Raw, no, oh god, we get Gacha in here. No! No! Why do you do this? Oh god, increases maximum stat. Why did you do that? Really? Are we going that way? Clear mind. Restore your sanity. Sanity has to reach its maximum. Okay. Lost him. That's it. What's bonus? Uh-huh. Shriveled up age. Fried tofu that became too hard and dry to be edible. Uh-huh. Divine water. Let those who drink this water will be blessed by the gods. Fully restores current max sanity and reduces sanity damage taken for set time. Can be used as an offering. First aid kit. Okay, well. We've received the following ones. So we can use this as an offer. Divine water, will we keep that? Yeah, well, what else can we do? Increases enemy line of sight. That can be huge. But we only have like, okay, these are 3 weapons we can use. You only max stamina, not interrupted. Increases enemy line of sight. But I really think that the whale one is good. Grab attacks is something else, but I think this does it. Let's see. What is that try? No one knows. Hmm?
リンコ
Wait a sec. Is that Rinko? There it is! That legendary first weapon in almost every Silent Hill. Okay. Use RB to light attack. Though you won't deal much damage, you will be able to attack more swiftly. Use RT to heavy attack. Your movements will be slower, but you will deal far more damage and have a higher chance of stunning enemies. Enemies take more damage while stunned. Lock onto an enemy console. Okay. Okay, let's try the heavy attack. There we go. And another one. Boom. Are you dead? You are. Cool. What's that? Oh, that's the first aid. Bandage. And you can dodge. When you do a heavy attack, you cannot dodge immediately. Okay. Hello, my lady. Hello, my darling. You get now. Oh, bonkus honkus. Visual hint indicating that the counters will be visible longer from when you're using focus. No visual hit is shown during an enemy's attack that cannot be counted. I really want to see how the counter looks like. Bonkus. Quick, quick, quick. Back down. Okay, that thing is dead. Bandage? Oh, toolkit. A portable toolkit containing commonly used tools for home repair. Restores equipped. Really? Will break and disappear. Toolkits may be used to restore weapons to. Ah, God. This will be gonna ass.
この野郎
シュウどこにいる
Ramune. The best-selling soft drink in town. It packs a fizzy, refreshing punch that wakes you up one sip. Max sanity. Also be used as enough. Wait, can you do a quick turn? I hear you. Bonkus. Bonkus, bonkus. Four bonkus. We're getting a hang of it. Hey, honkus bonkus. Yeah? Alright, money. Oh. Can't use any of this. And restore your sanity at a Hokura. Taking psychological damage would cause what? That was too fast now. I see. So we gotta be a little bit tactical with almost everything we will find. That is interesting.
Sakuko.
I'd say she's already dead. Probably. So to sum it up, he was totally engulfed by these plants. Wait, eaten up.
堅苦しい神社じゃなくて駄菓子屋の娘に生まれたかったってここならいつでも好きなだけ
It's all yours. The candy.
お菓子が食べられるよおやすみ咲子
Sweet dreams. Literally sweet dreams.
Kaerina. 今日はもう閉店だよ。咲子。私やっぱり咲子との約束守りたいよ。
Bunkers and small strikers. Do you want more bunkers? Oh, more bunkers. And more bunkers. Oh, you go. And now you killed your friend. That would be bizarrely Silent Hillish. Other world time. Is it or is it not? That is the question. Right? Uh-huh. So... happening? looks like a very odd shrine. Won't budge.
これは
We get something? Prayers? Kutsu, respected by all and a leader of the people, was wed to pine. Plum, loved by all and always at the center of any group, was wed to bamboo. Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent the day studying under Kutsu and became known as the Sage of the East. Let the prosperity of our clan be eternal. I think this is a kind of puzzle. So let's pull that up. Put it on the side here. Can reread it. Hi. Turn. Updated. Okay, now what? Light things up. Yeah, well, the door is still shut. Only the memo we picked up. What if we interact again here? Okay, I see. Huh? Okay. Centemium under Kutsu. By all and leader of the people. So Kutsu is somewhere on the top, but who is Kutsu? Sage of the East. There should be then Chrysanthemum, right? This is East. Bamboo. Center. Plum. Okay. Bamboo. Yeah, this should be plum wine than in this case. So plum is loved by all and always in the center of any group. Plum loved by all and always at the center of any group was wed to bamboo. Spent their day studying under Kuzu. But it also depends what is east here. That is other to consider. Maybe it is vice versa. But this seems also not logical. North, east, south, west. Plum is always at the center of any group. So there's only one center, and this is like plum itself, plum wine. Is there any fish there? This is plum. But this is chrysanthemum. Wait. Sage. Sage of the East. This might be their thing. But here? That would be a little bit bizarre. Either. But normally you have like a divine garment, which I know. Out of this fish, some flowers. Spent their day studying under Kutsu. Became known as the Sage of the East. Plum loved by all and always at the center of any group was wet to bamboo. Respected by all and leader of all the people was wet to pine. What if? But they should be next to each other. Otherwise it wouldn't make sense. There's no other indication. Except in the journal itself. We know for 100% that Plum is in the mid, always. Now this one is right. The Sage of the East needs to be Chrysanthemum. Plum is wed to bamboo. This is the only thing what is made out of bamboo. This is interesting. Really interesting. What could be our next? A spine. Fine. That is... I'm sure this is Chrysanthemum. Plum is always the center. And Kutsu is like, if you would say, the god. So, Divine Garment. So somewhere on top. But this is not right. I wonder if there's like an indication of somewhat that we can hear something. Because I'm certain there's some kind of contraption then which activates when we have it right. There is no indicator anything at all. Tap the scroll on the left and the ring on the right. And I think if we have it right, the gong on the top will play. Sage of the... Change these two, maybe? Chrysanthemum. Chrysanthemum must be under Kutsu. But Kutsu is the Sage of the East. try to understand if we have any information on the picture here. The only thing which is a plum drink is this one. The only thing what's fitting. But what does this... Fine. Chrysanthemum and bamboo. This should be the right indication. Because chrysanthemum was under Kudu. Sage of the East. But what if? Even if I put it vice versa, happens. Is always no doubt. Something doesn't feel right here. When did they studying under Kutu become known as the Sage of the prosperity of our clan be it. This should be the solution. This should be it. But strangely, there's nothing happening. But this is chrysanthemum. Bamboo. Pine. Kutu and plum. Hmm. but most interesting. Stage for... That's also not... Oh, this is the solution. This is 100% the solution. But what could be our step here? Or like nothing else to do here. Door is also not opening. Won't budge. What are we overlooking? Can't even light something up? Candles, nothing. We are literally overlooking a very crucial part of this. But what is it? It's so simple that we're already there. We're overlooking something. Something crucial. It's like the arrow to the east. Why is there an arrow? That is a thing what I don't understand. Because if so, it needs to be vice versa. But this is also not the thing. Try something else. Let's try something else. Let's think a little bit out of the box. And let's do this. These two are married, yeah. Chrysanthemum. Blue and plum. Plum is always the center. Plum cannot change. It's always the center. Always. At any given time. Wait a second. That would also be to go for. Could east. Center of any group. So in particular, plum is only the center of the group. What if? Give me a moment. Not either. Okay, but the group is centered. You need to be married. That would be a logical explanation there. This is not working either. And then also, plum and bamboo are still there. The leader of the people. Leader of. A rat would be quite strange to leader of people. Doesn't work either. The main problem which I'm facing at is that we don't have an indication where in this particular riddle, north, east, south, or west, it could be anywhere. Given thing. Like for example, it could be up on the top right, the lower left, upper left, or on the lower right. East. But east could be also in the mid. But this contradicts them with plum, because plum needs to be centered of any group. And plum itself needs to be together with bamboo. The only sole one is Chrysanthemum, who had no mate, spent their days studying under Kudzu, and became known as the Sage of the East. Under. That's pine. And this is not fitting because not center of a group. And if we take it on the normal side, this would be east. But then, it also contradicts Kudzu. Then we have a problem with plum. Then we're already at the beginning again. Plum is always the center of any group. Not much indication. That's good. That's good. Like, we have solutions. Because, for example, if you also take Kudzu out of the group center, and if he's a standalone, which is not the case, because Chrysanthemum is the standalone, then we could place Plum somewhere else. And Plum always needs to be together with Bamboo. Centipede. He was alone. But he studied under Kudzu. Alright. This would be also an option. And if we put it around, there's the centipede. Interesting. But we tried most of the combinations now. Even if we make it vice versa, they'll give us no indication. There may be some information there. The one thing which would be saving us would be a direction. Where we are looking at, which direction itself. Center. We like, for example, take this as east, and this would be correct. If you take this as east, would be vice versa correct. If east would be at the top left, that would be bizarre. That one thing is completely stole. Also only to a group. But we need pine here somewhere. We could try also to go east like this. This. Married. And the group would be sent to 2. He would be alone in the east, but is not under Hutu. But now he's under. The most problematic aspect even if we shift. Plum is always the centerpiece of any gathering. And he needs to be in the east. He was studying under Hutu. Really, that's it. Where does it? So these offerings are already in a particular order. Bigger question is this important? That they are in a particular order. Piece of every. They should be written as well. So the centerpiece. Vice versa. Centerpiece of the group. Need to either. Not either. Not either. Try to think out of the box too. Under. We're here again. What a piece of crap shit. Human Baboo. Pluto and Pine. East. Let's say this is really east. This needs to be Chrysantheme. Because nothing else looks like Chrysantheme. Oh. This is the sage. Costa is like Chrysanthemum in the back. Okay, we identified 2 already. Of all people. Oh. That is the... Need to identify them first. Butsu. Butsu and Pine. Bamboo. Here. Nothing. Chrysanthemum had nobody. Chrysanthemum is alone, totally. It only refers to 4. The plume is plum. Always at the center of any group. Sage of the East. East. But it points also the arrow there. Try a different. I guess we are somewhere already. What in the heaven's name is this then? That's the sage. Let me look something up. It has a needle shot. Have anything? Don't have anything. Flower looks like, which we already saw. I'm just looking. So plum is that one. Forge, which is from. Yeah, the homebrewed concoction prepared in large glass jars with plums and sugar layered and steeped in a neutral spirit like soju or brandy. Yeah, like exactly what we have here. Okay. Tutu leaves. Okay, a kutu leaf is around the rat. Wait a second. This is then a Kutu leaf. That is Kutu itself then. Okay. Yeah, there we have the pines. Okay, I see it now. Kutu was wet to pine. Plum, bamboo. And Kutu is called chrysanthemum. Nothing either. We are very close now. Feel that. Wait a second. Wait a second. I got the feeling, I don't know why, but chrysanthemum needs to face. Including the... He's alone. He's always alone. This one's alone. He was loved by all. The plum is also the centerpiece for everyone. Ah, we're close. We're so close. Something, nothing. This agitates me. To the group. These four all together. This could also be Hold up. Do you like this? This puzzle doesn't like me. Because if you go like this, north, east, south, west, then this would be also on a correct location. I think this is not our indicator. This is bamboo. We can take this for granted. This is chrysanthemum. Can take this for granted. This is kudu leaves. Can take this for granted. That is plum. Can take this for granted. This needs then to be pine. Yeah, pine fish. Okay, makes sense. The direction is still not complete. Any kind of wind direction. Any kind. But there is no indicator. Hey, Project Danny, welcome. How's it going? Well, thank you. I take it. Thank you. I'm scattering my brain out now for that one. Because, like, we already identified the figurines. And this is like the riddle. Kutu respected by all and the leader of the people was wed to pine. So Kutu leaves for the red. Pine is like the pine fish, which we have here. Plum left by all and always at the center of any group was wed to bamboo. So, center of the group, to bamboo. This is a plum vine, you can see. And this is now bamboo. And the last one is then chrysanthemum. We identified that very nicely because of the back here. You can see these flowers. He had no one and spent their days studying on the kutu and became known as the Sage of the East. But now comes the huge problem. We need to have chrysanthemum next to kutu. And this is now the main issue because then plum is not in the center anymore. So we are having actually a big problem. Why would you need a member gift? I'm not that big yet. So enjoy while you're here. I suppose you do have money, right? So if you need a membership for another channel, then you can just do a subscription there. But I, for my chance, don't have a subscription right now. So just enjoy the content you see. I'm not partnered up with YouTube right now. Well then, there's work, a lot of work. Just apply somewhere. Sure, you will find some work. There's lots of. Utsu, no. Christian female needs to be the East. And this is, according to my knowledge, East. Except if they vice versa at everything. Well, it depends. Friendship is not done like in a mere seconds. But we can try to build up a friendship. Too. We don't have even one single indicator. We needed to figure this out on our own, but we figured it out. What really pains me is Plum. I feel like it does not belong into the mid. It really feels like that way. Well, as I said before, we can try to build up a friendship, yes. Are we missing something? We're not missing anything either. Yeah, you too, Annie. Stay awesome. Have a good one. And thank you that you came by. Okay, let's try something else. What if this is working? No, of course not. Why would it? Is this working? Not either. So I have another guess here, probably. Which could be like this. Because then Chrysanthemum would be under Kutsu. Also not. He also needs to be the Sage of the East. What if... What if... Thank you. God bless you too. Married. don't have much more opportunities left. And the pinefish to be together. Yes. And there is another problem. Main problem here always Gutsu. Gutsu is the big problem here. Gutsu is the big problem here. Okay, let's take another pick. Plum flower. Ooh, that looks like a plum. Looks like totally a plum flower. Wait a second. Chrysanthemum. How does it kick in? Flower. Check that. Okay, let's try this then a little bit different. Let's try this, for example, for chrysanthemum. This plume. Loved by all. Right? This is plume. Plume was wed to bamboo. Gutsu to pine. Haha! Wow, it took us ages. Okay, we need to remember that for the future. That chrysanthemum is the jar. Hey. needed to look up these flowers, how they look like. Insane. So the main issue there was I did not pay attention to the plume itself, that they have like these little sticks coming out on their bloom. Come on. Okay. Prison theme.
どうしたこっちだ
Uh-huh.
誰なの
Going here to the next checkpoint. That we can. That. I will. Ah, we are at a shrine. It also means we gotta stay on the pathing, I think.
ゆっくりで構わないとも
It reminds me a little bit of Project Zero. Okay, we can't go even outside.
さあ
Something
こ
hidden
の
here.
人についていこう
Guess I better follow him. Can't go there. Resting. Are these patterns symbols of some kind? Yeah, so read Japanese. For me, it's all gibberish. But we have two snakes here. Like a memory. Okay, it seems like to be a memory. It's the same here, maybe it means snake. There's a third one too. Same here again. Nico. think that should be Aragami. We will do tomorrow a little bit of a longer stream. Since I have the day after tomorrow off work.
こっちだ。
I can. A beautiful dagger used for ceremonial purpose. Blade has been intentionally dulled. That doesn't make the best weapon. However, it does seem surprisingly durable. Okay, so we can use the lantern. The Inari statue is laughing. Creepy. We need to switch between the light sources. Oh,
向こう側から
seems like
鍵が
it's
かかっ
locked
てる
from
みた
the
い。
other side. These foxes look like literally they will jump at you at any given time.
君のために鍵を用意した。案内しよう。
With that fox? Must have something to do. Ah, yeah, the ball. The second one is missing.
こっちだ、ひなこ。
This means we're getting now the ball, and when we get them back there, there will be enemies, and we need to deal with these enemies. Predictable. Oh, item. Bandage. Lovely. Our sanity is also quite low. We need to replenish that too.
着いたよ。
But first,
この人についていこう。
yeah, we can't do that. Because I think that's the shortcut. There's something to say. Action hard. Puzzles? Okay, so far we got a little glimpse on how the game itself is going, which I absolutely do enjoy so far. The only thing what is a little bit concerning is that maybe for the various puzzles you need to have a knowledge about certain things, or you can straight up Google it up, which I did. Because I never really looked into plants myself. So yeah, I learned now today how a chrysanthemum leaf and a bloom, a plum leaf, look like. That is something else. Despite that, this was quite the stream. I enjoyed every single bit of it. And there will be, of course, another day tomorrow. With that said, I wish you just the best day, night, or evening, whatever the case it is for you. Stay awesome, behave, and be brave. Your Netherlux is out. Cheers.